Hello, welcome to Sandy Ainley. I hope each one of you are well. I'm feeling very much on top of whatever in life today, and that's as a result of the fact that I've had a very constructive day, and in the evening I'm winding down. What time is it now, please? It's about, bear with me, please. It's 10:20 p.m. And, yes, I mean, I'm quite pensive, thinking quite a bit this evening, and the cat threw up. Here's some fur balls. If you don't know what fur balls are, I'll explain, if I may. Please forgive me, people who do know what fur balls are. It's good for cats to throw up fur balls, simply as a result of the fact that it's hair inside the cat system that the cat needs to get rid of, so to speak. So, over time, the cat consumes a hair from here and there, etc. So, it's something very healthy to throw up fur balls. And I fed Oreo some treats this evening. And so quite soon after, so to speak, Oreo threw up. So I waited about 3/4 of an hour, and I gave Oreo a pouch. And I cleaned up all the vomit. And Oreo seems okay. Oreo, do you want to come for cuddles, darling? You're a good boy, aren't you? Good boy, darling. Good boy, darling. Do you feel better? Sweetie. So yes, I'm quite self-conscious of my double chin. It's only as a result of the fact that I've allowed my weight to spiral out of control a bit. So, I don't mind having said that, by the way. I was watching a little bit of YouTube yesterday, and I saw a very interesting documentary on the subject of gay life in the 1920s and 1930s. And it was fascinating, I don't mind saying. And it was on the subject of the hard time that gay people had in that day. Because I don't think it was legal to be gay in that day. And I just felt so much empathy watching this for the gay chaps in this documentary yesterday. Or to be more precise, whenever I watched it, it was about 1 or 2 days ago, something to that effect. And I realised that someone like me in that day, I don't know if I would have survived. Probably not, being gay myself, or lesbian, to be more precise. And I also occasionally, I've noticed of late, one point that I like one chap who's got a YouTube channel. So, on the very rare occasion, I like a male a bit, so to speak. And however, I don't mind saying it's much more powerful if I fancy a certain lady. Do you want to come and cuddle me, baby? Do you want to come? So, little Oreo and we're settling down, and I'm quite thoughtful, quite pensive. I think I've already said that, sorry. I just got an itchy nose. Easter time was quite a peaceful time for me, and I needed to think a lot with all of that, didn't I? Easter is a time for celebration and relaxation and being with family, and for me it was not with family on this occasion, and I had a nice peaceful time and I didn't do much. And now that it's over, I feel a little bit as if I want to go away and have a break somewhere. And I spoke to my mother on the phone today, and I might be going away this year for Christmas. And it's not as far away as one might assume, you know, Christmas. We're already in April. It's already a quarter of a year almost. So it's not bad, so to speak. So please keep your excited part of you excited, as a result of the fact that time just seems to go by so quickly. Certainly for me, anyway. And I did want to actually just say something, if I may. I do this YouTube channel for fun. If it shall succeed more than just for fun, then that shall be superb for me. In my opinion, superb for me. If not, not. And I'm doing it like a hobby. And it's good fun. I just want to thank you, each one of you, for your support and your time. And each person is precious that watches me. And please take that with love and grace. And I believe that even if one doesn't necessarily have a very strong bond with another person, one can still be civil and correct. That's my belief anyway, and I hope that one of you, at least one of you, agree with me. And I'm good in the respect that, yes, it's lovely if I'm agreed with. However, if not, not. I don't believe that I can push or force an opinion on somebody external to me. And who says I'm so perfect anyway, that I'm in a position to teach somebody external to myself the manner in which to speak and behave. I'm far from perfect myself, of course, so there we are. I have enough to focus on. It's very interesting that during part of the evening time, I just suddenly get very sleepy, and it's just taken place about 20 seconds ago. I was overwhelmed with absolute exhaustion. Last night I had about 3 hours sleep, so that speaks for itself, does it not? But I shall sleep extremely well tonight, I think. And I've had a nice dinner. I had macaroni cheese, and I had a little Lunchable ham and cheese meal. And so I've done very well. They were both very small meals, so I combined each one and made it into one average-sized meal. And I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and now I'm lying on the bed already, just with my head leaning on the headboard, and I hope you like my flamingo picture behind me. And I've been doing a little bit of singing today, and my voice seems very husky today, so... Oh, it'll be hard to sing. 'Cause 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 just my little, I think one can say scenario. Scenario. I think one can say that, can't one? Scenario. Yes, I think one can put it in that manner. Or is scenario more like a situation or something that somebody says? Well, again, that can be described in singing anyway, so those two, each one of the points I just expressed. So, please clarify to me the meaning of scenario. I'd love someone to comment below. And what do you think, if going on to a different subject, what do you think of my hair, if I may ask? I had some of it dyed blue. However, the blue hasn't come up properly. And I've got some pink, pastel pink and pastel mauve hair done. I'm just thinking, I think I'm going to ask my friend to put each colour in my hair, half each, or the pink at the bottom and that type of idea, and see what colour, how it comes up. I may need to keep the hair dye in for longer. It seems to work better for me in that manner. And I've got some very good news. I've been on a diet for a week, and I've definitely feel better already, and I've only just started, or a week ago anyway. And I'm absolutely gasping for a drink right now. And I've got into a very good habit of drinking water. I have a tank in the fridge which I keep almost full up with water as much as I possibly can. And it's delicious to drink the water cold from the fridge, although it's not the best for my singing voice. However, at the moment, I'm trying to get into the habit of having water, and if it's not good for my throat, then I'm not planning to sing professionally anyway. I just want to do it as a hobby at this stage in my life. So, I don't mind saying, I don't mind drinking cold water. I think that with training, I can improve my voice more than if I just don't drink cold water. I could be incorrect. I'm not an expert on the subject. When I used to train in voice production or singing, or whatever word you prefer to use to describe what I have just said, I didn't know that it was not good to drink cold water when one's training in voice. And so it just shows, ouch, my left hip wound was protruding into the corner of my drawers next to my bed, and it was hurting me. And I don't mind changing the subject at the moment. My mattress is not as good as my older one. I don't mind comparing, and I find it hard on my new mattress, on my newer mattress. Although it's lovely to sleep on once I'm actually sleeping and I'm stationary. I'm very, very comfortable. It's a lovely mattress, and please don't misunderstand me. I'm very grateful for having it. And there are some people who can't even buy a mattress, let alone live in a flat like I live in. And have the possessions and the life I have. I was just thinking that there's one point I wish to make. I'm such an active lady from the point of view of hobby after hobby after hobby, that I don't have the time to think on subject of much else, and that keeps me sane, I don't mind saying. And what I tend to do is watch YouTube, a little bit of TikTok here and there, however, mainly YouTube. And I watch Netflix, and the Israeli-style Netflix, which is called Izzy. And I find that it helps my Hebrew, which I already speak quite well, so to speak. And my all-round interest in topic after topic after topic is helping me with my brain and stimulating my brain and feeding my interest in learning and information. And I'm rather loving life. It's interesting for me, fascinating for me, educational for me, educating for me, I mean. It's just enjoyable for me, time-consuming for me, of interest to me, and many more positive words to describe the positive feeling I feel. And I wish to say to you, each one of you, that please have one or more interests or hobby or whatever word you want to use, please. Because, or as a result of the fact that I think you'll feel better. There was one time I didn't really want to do much with my life. I just wanted to exist. And I was bored to tears, and so it was as simple as that. Although it wasn't simple, it was complex. I started to develop OCD during that time as a result of the fact that I had too much time on my hands and it made me ill, so to speak. So for any one of you that maybe gets bored too often, please, if my recommendation and advice is any value to you, is of any value to you, please take that on board. I think that you'll be a happier person, and I'd love you to comment below and to give me some feedback on what I've just said to you, to each one of you. And I mean, of course, with lots of love, because I'm a lady who likes to know when other people are happy, and I wish happiness upon each person in the world, even though there are some people who you may believe don't deserve to feel happy. Well, my answer to that is, do unto others as you wish to be done unto yourself. I'm not sure if the wording I just expressed was 100% word for word and correct, etc. However, I think you've caught the gist, and even if someone's really, really done something really, really criminal, that person is still a human being. I'm not justifying the criminal behaviour. I'm just saying that each person's born with the same right to be loved. And maybe some of us don't get as much as some others of us. And that's something that, please, I'd like you to kindly bear in mind before you try to criticize somebody external to yourself or speak ill of that person, whichever saying you wish to put it. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart and gut. And I think that what's wrong with this world is that people are not in unity. Not everybody, but some people simply just don't believe that they can live on this earth without needing to be critical in some way towards other people. And I used to, when I was a lot younger, I used to be like a bit like that, but I was not ever, not in the past, I wasn't really someone who was malicious. Now, I mean, I have my moments, I'm only human, however, generally, I'm nice and pleasant and good, and it means a lot to me. And my hand is aching and paining me from recording this vlog because I'm holding my phone. So on that positive note of being positive towards people, I bid you good evening and good night actually, and please take care of yourself and please take care of one another, and lots of love. Shalom, which is Hebrew for hello, peace, and goodbye.